Hi guys! Welcome to our channel Eat, Pray, Love, and Travel. And today we are going to show you a video of how much we spent for our one-week vacation in Korea this 2023 and some travel tips, most especially when traveling with your kids abroad. I hope this video will be useful to you, most especially those who are planning to travel to Korea.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
We booked our flight via Cebu Pacific. Sale siya, seat sale, which is amounting to 22,000 pesos. Pero yung mga previous bookings namin sa Cebu Pacific is also mga ganun 20,000 or ano. So, okay na siya on that note. And then, no add-ons, walang reserved seats and all. So, eventually, of course, kapag malapit na yung flight mo, you can manage booking naman eh. So, meaning to say, you can like add reserved seats and then kung may food plus luggage mo, especially kung international. So, eto, we challenge ourselves kasi na hindi kami magdadala ng, hindi kami mag-check in a baggage ng papunta ng Korea. So, puro mga hand carry lang yon para makatipid on the payment ng check-in baggage. Pero nung pauwi na, of course, may mga pinang-shopping na and all. Kaya ayun, medyo nag-add-on na kami ng luggage. Pero basic lang, which is 20 kilos lang, parang ganun. It's more of because of the liquid. Kasi syempre, alam mo na kapag ka Korea, you have to buy beauty products. Diba? Okay, as what I mentioned last time dun sa previous video namin, I hope you watched it, regarding the travel requirements for the visa. Kasi we actually have multiple visa which was issued before pandemic pa. So, we weren't aware na, though valid naman siya hanggang 2024, we weren't aware na bago na pala yung itsura ng Korean visa. So, during our check-in, sabi hindi daw kami check-in. So, because we have to update our visa, parang ganun. But for the full details of the travel requirements to Korea, you may check out our video, which we will include sa description box namin or sa comment section. Okay, we ordered onboard meals kasi madaling araw yung biyahe namin para at least pagkarating mo ng Korea, hindi mo na kailangang mag-rush kumain since may laman na yung tiyan mo. And we arrived kasi early, around 8 a.m. in Korea. Okay, first tip, pag mahaba yung flight, it's better to book na madaling araw para at least matutulog ka lang sa biyahe. Paggising mo, nandun ka na sa pupuntahan mo. And pag madaling araw ang pinili mong time for booking, mas mura ang flight mo. Okay, another tip na hindi masyadong alam ng mga tao, most especially when traveling abroad. Di ba nagpapapalit tayo ng pera sa mga airport or pagdating doon sa pupuntahan nating country, sa airport din nila. Okay, don't do that. Okay? Kasi bakit? Mataas masyado yung exchange rate. We've actually done that several times na mga bago-bago pa lang kami bumiyahe. Pero there was this time na nagpunta kami ng Indonesia and yung exchange rate, parang na-charge agad kami ng 10,000 pesos, which is actually a very big amount. Kasi syempre, mura lang talaga ang expenses sa Indonesia. But then, dahil nagpapalit kami sa airport, actually Philippine airport pa natin, yung pinagpapalitan namin. So, after that, pinag-aralan namin yung currency exchange kapag ka nagbabiyahe ka abroad. It's really better na mag-withdraw. If you have ATM, check your branch para ma-open yung inyong international service, parang ganon, para at least you can use your ATM to withdraw sa ibang bansa. Okay? Lahat naman ng ATMs actually sa ibang bansa, may English translation. So, based on our experience, ha? So, meaning to say, kaya mo namang aralin. Okay, prior to your trip abroad, syempre, after booking for a flight, you have to look for a hotel or B&B. So you may check out agoda.com or booking.com kasi they're very reliable. And ever since nung kami nagbo-book, we just haven't tried booking sa B&B kasi may security issues kami sa buhay. Pero kidding aside, hindi pa talaga kami nakakapag-book ng B&B sa lahat ng biyahe namin abroad. Simply because yun nga, kasi syempre parang iniisip namin na sa ibang bansa ka at the same time kasama mo yung family mo for security reasons na lang din. And syempre everyday may naglilinis ng iyong room. Okay, for this trip sa Korea, we booked through agoda.com and we got our hotel for 6 nights amounting to 34,500 only. So kasi discounted siya ng 10%. Parang marami kasing discount si Agoda na binibigay. You just have to make tiyempo kung kailan. Pero most of the time, tuwing umaga, yung maagang-maaga, i-check ninyo, may mga run on the house yan na sobrang mura na parang when we traveled nung sa Japan, nakakuha kami ng run on the house. Sobrang laki nung room. Executive room siya or family executive suite, parang ganyan. Pero at the price of a deluxe room lang. So, abangan nyo lagi si agoda.com. If you want to check on the details of our hotel, you may check our description box or comment section for the details. Okay, next in line, if you are done with your hotel or B&B or flight, is to book the activities. Okay? Syempre, parang hindi ka tense kung ano bang gagawin mo doon or parang magastosan ng malaki. Syempre, kailangan mo nga talaga i-budget yan eh, di ba? That's the 3 major factor na kailangan mong unahin in terms of planning your trip abroad. Okay? Or planning your vacation, parang gano'n. The flight, and then the accommodation, and the activities. After that, to follow na lang yung mga kung ano-ano like food and all. Pero this one, like what I mentioned sa mga previous videos namin, you can actually check out Klook.com. They have a lot of promos there for kung saang bansa ninyo gustong pumunta. And for this trip, we got on Klook promo, which is actually, you can type EPLT5 off, so you may avail of the 5% off for all activities. I think sa buo not just one activity, kasi ganun yung ginawa namin. And for that, we availed of the Discover Seoul Pass. Discover Seoul Pass, sobrang laking benefit because this one will help you enter for free or use for free such transportation like K-Limousine and Airx if you're coming from the airport. Okay, so ang kinuha naming Discover Seoul Pass is valid for 3 days since 7 days kami dun sa Korea, and we paid like around 14,500 lang for 4 of us na kasi there's a discount nga, which is yun nga, you have to type the promo code EPLT5 off, which we'll put in our description box then at the same time sa comment box or comment section para may reference kayo. So, malaking discount din yun kasi I think 15,000 plus yung total and then naging 14,500 or 14,600 na lang. What's good about Discover Seoul Pass is hindi lang yung activities and yung mga places ang free na puntahan, but there's also this transportation which is Airx nga and K-Limousine. Free na yon. At the same time, meron din kayong SIM card na for 1 day. Yung K-Limousine, which I already discussed sa previous video, kung anong benefit nun, dun sa binook naming hotel, kasi nga nasa tapat lang yung stop niya, yung bus stop dun sa hotel. You may also check out the full video sa aming description or sa comment section. We'll provide you the link. And ito nga, so ang catch kay K-Limousine, if you're gonna use it using Discover Seoul Pass, which actually nahirapan kami dun, is that you just have to present yung card na i-avail ninyo or kukuhain, i-redeem ninyo doon sa kiosk na you can ask the concierge sa may airport, Terminal 1, and papalitan niya, bibigyan niya kayo ng card, which is this one nga, ayan. So, at the back of it, ito lang pala yung ibibigay ninyo doon sa driver or dun sa parang bus stop in charge nung K-Limousine, and then they're just going to scan it. Sobrang confusing si Klook. Actually, nakakainis kasi it's been an hour na hinahanap namin yung sinasabi niyang mobile pass na if you're also gonna check it, nakalagay na you can use lang K-Limousine by using mobile pass. So, hindi siya applicable sa physical card, parang ganon. So, ang dami namin tinanungan, ang tagal-tagal, may 2 bus na naka-alpas because hindi nga namin alam kung ano yung requirement para makasakay dun sa bus. And then, we just showed this dun sa mismong in charge dun sa 6702 na bus stop. And then, in-scan lang niya. So, ito na pala yun. Kaya sabi namin, oh my gosh, ito lang pala yun. Nagpakahirap-hirap pa tayo. So, ayan, binigyan ko na kayo ng another tip. If you're going to use K-Limousine, ito, use Discover Soul Pass for free. At the same time, ipakita nyo lang sa likod yung QR and makakasakay na kayo. Another one that will be beneficial for you when you travel to Korea is this one, the WOW Pass. Ginamit namin to. At the same time, yung hotel, meron din kasing WOW Pass machine. Actually, nagkalat yung WOW Pass machine sa buong Korea or sa buong Seoul. And eto kasi, babayaran mo sa Klook for 200 pesos yata, parang ganun, to avail of the card. And then you can get the card din sa mismong machine. Mag-i-issue siya ng card for you. At the same time, you just have to download the app, WOW Pass app. And every time you use this, pwede ka mag-load actually. Any currency tinatanggap niya, nakalagay dun sa machine kung ano yung mga currencies na tinatanggap niya. Philippine peso tinatanggap niya rin kung may available kayong peso, Philippine peso during your stay in Korea. Tatanggapin niya rin yon in exchange for the Korean won. Ilalagay niya dito yung laman sa loob. And every time you use this, like for example, transportation or restaurant or whatever purchases you make, i-update niya kayo kung magkano yung ginastos ninyo and magkano pa yung laman. At the same time, hindi nyo na kailangang maghawak ng pera. That's the benefit of WOW Pass. So first stop, we went to COEX Aquarium in Gangnam. So free siya for the Discover Soul Pass. And then, pero if you're going there and you're not gonna use the Discover Soul Pass, ang price niya for the entry is 1,036. That is based on Klook app. Okay, so the aquarium is located din sa loob ng COEX Mall and nandun din yung pinakasikat na COEX Library. And by the way, our hotel, like what I mentioned sa previous video, the amount that we paid is 34,500 for 6 nights already for 4 packs, and hindi kasama yung breakfast. Breakfast is 16,000 won. We tried it for 2 days. Kaming dalawa lang, since ang kids, they don't really enjoy breakfast. Our hotel is Summit Hotel Seoul, located in Dongdaemun. So, maganda yung location niya. In front is, yun nga, yung bus stop ng K-Limousine. At the same time, meron ding mga restaurants, may cafe din, may grocery. A block away from your hotel, nandun yung grocery. And it's just like 3 blocks away from the train station, which is Dongdaemun History and Culture Park. Okay, for those who are really traveling on a budget, I suggest na mas maganda na hawak ninyo cash than lalagay nyo siya sa T-Money or Worldpass or anything na kung ano man yung available dyan sa kung saang bansa kayo pupunta. Bakit? Kasi syempre, kapag kahawak ninyo yung actual money, mababudget nyo talaga yan kung magkano na lang at kung magkano pa yung pwede nyong gastusin. Okay? Like for example, this one sa trip namin dito sa Korea, we budgeted 5,000 pesos or 115,000 won for a day for all the food for the 4 of us. So, hindi ka pwedeng sumobra doon. And, kung like for example, kasi sa Korea, it's more of the convenience store lang eh. Buhay ka na talaga sa convenience store. And syempre, pag bata, hindi naman yan gusto yung mga pagkain na ino-offer ng Korea kasi sobrang spicy. And syempre nga, hindi natin naiintindihan kung ano yung mga nakalagay dun sa mga labels nila, 'di ba? So, kami talaga, dahil nandun lang sa tapat ng hotel yung convenience store, dinner namin is galing sa convenience store, lahat. Minsan kapag may nakikita kaming convenience store, kapag may pinupuntahan kami, doon pa rin kami bumibili, which is actually okay naman kasi yung mga pagkain naman nila is full meal. Okay, one full meal sa convenience store cost around 4,500 won to 5,900. Depende kung gaano kalaki or gaano karami yung bibili nyo. Pero yun nga, yung isang full meal, mga nasa 5,900. Plus the drinks na nasa around 2,000 won or 3,000 won para at least alam niyo kung paano kayo makapag-budget. Okay, for the transportation naman, we budgeted 10,000 pesos or amounting to 230,000 won for the entire trip na yon. So, kahit train or taxi, bahala na kayo mag-budget kung anong gusto ninyo or bus, parang ganyan. We try, ang train nila, parang na-notice ko, sobrang mura lang. Kasi for the 4 of us, laging 7,800 won. So, pero 2,000 dun is deposit. So, para mga 5,800 lang or 5,400, dun lang naglalaro yung amount ng ng train per way or kung saan ka man pupunta, parang ganun. So, kasi yun yung lagi nakikita namin eh. 7,800, tapos you have to like return the ticket para at least ma-refund mo yung deposit. For 4, 500 won ang deposit for each card since 4 kami. So, 2,000 won for the 4 of us. So, second day, we went to Colorful Museum, Alive Museum, and Dynamic Maze. So, si Dynamic Maze is actually not included dun sa Discover Seoul Pass, but you can avail of the 10% discount lang. And since magkatabi na si Alive Museum and saka si Dynamic Maze, so why not? Plus, ayun nga, si Colorful Museum naman, if you have kids na babae, definitely must visit siya. Okay? Kasi maganda siya. Very colorful nga. Tapos, you get to play. The kids get to play.
All-Star. All-Star.